Hi, so welcome back to the, I think this should be my third episode of recording Elegy for a Dead World. So yeah, we've gone left and right, so let's look at the other worlds that we have so far. Have I written anything? No, yeah, I've run, yeah, I've been here before. This is the Atlas world. So let's go down and see, oops, too much. Where we should go. Edges of the world. Oh wait, have I been here before? No, I have. I'm assuming that the moment you see your stories, it means that you have been in that world before. Don't tell me there's only 2 worlds, that's kind of short. Ooh, hello. Looks like a bookworm place. Oh, of course, let's go in. Oh no, I haven't been to Byron's World yet. Okay, so let's see. 4 Ages of Byron's World. No, I've read some of his books, but I can never remember them. Freeform and Grammar, no, of course, skipping them. Yeah, the poet Lord Byron, I think the poem is 1816. No. This vacation is terrible. Oh wow. I just realized that compared to the other 2, which were, it feels very literary and very fiction sciencey. This one feels very self-aware in a weird way, because it's like this vacation is terrible and you're talking about visiting Byron's World, when the last 2 worlds it was more about exploring a dead civilization, and this one is completely different. So well, I'm enjoying this. You did 10 things on Byron's World. What were they? Okay. War of the Worlds, plundering Byron, amuse you. Oh, wow. Cute. This is nope. It's kind of boring. Vacation is terrible. 10 choices we made. I'm actually having trouble deciding because these 2 actually sound pretty cool. Whether or not my stories, what I write lives up to their potential is another matter entirely. But oh wow, this is really cute. 10 times weird. Vacation. Okay, you know what? Let's do 10 choices we made. It's always easier to find something silly to write when you're talking about people's choices. It sounds like life, isn't it? So bright. And yeah, I can hear him breathing so strongly. Let's see. Oh wait, I need to do something. Let's turn you down a bit more. I need to adjust the volume on my computer because I completely forgot I was recording earlier for a freelance script. So I usually have my speakers turned up to maximum to pick up all the echoes and all the background noise. It's a different setting than what I use for recording these game streams. So the volume is usually much higher, and compared to my usual voice, I've been told that the microphone here is much softer. So yeah, I usually need to raise the microphone volume here as well. So let's continue. Oh, and while we're walking, funny thing as well, my second excuse me, sorry, just had dinner, so I'm burping a bit. My second playthrough, which I think I posted last week, I actually got a copyright notice from YouTube because apparently some of the dead sounds you hear, I mean the atmospheric sounds you hear in the game, is copyrighted to this other party, and so I was flagged for copyright violation. So I had to remove the soundtrack, and it's actually quite surprising because it's one of those universe sounds, like, you know, they go woo, like what you hear here, like what you hear in this video, I mean. And it's apparently that sound can be copyrighted, which is interesting because I never knew something like that could be so easily identified and copyrighted, considering it sounds like one of those universal dead air sounds. But oh well. Ooh, this is a huge library. Let's see, 10 times. The difference here. different drink. I'm thinking of all those times I've gone on vacation, especially with parents, and the thing about them is once they find a restaurant they like, we'll always end up going there over and over again. So yeah, that's the inspiration for this one. I just need to make that slight adjustment. My stream is weird, so weird. The recording image, basically it's not actually showing completely the quill at the bottom, and it's also because my screen is not showing that as well. So I have a feeling that resolution has changed somewhat. No, what? Never mind. It's great. It's not really that needed anyway. Oh, might as well. No, let's figure out the title after we've written this. And yeah, super chatty today. Don't ask me why. 9 times, 9 times. What did we do 9 times? And yeah, not too sure why, but don't quite feel like talking when I'm writing these days. I think it's because it's easier to just write it out, and it doesn't actually get in the way of me writing, if that makes sense. If I talk while I write, I'll usually end up typoing here and there because it's like two completely different tracks. So yeah, and that's it. Yeah, let's move on to the next one. But this is a very warm world. I suppose it probably fits Byron's own self-image. That was fast. We've reached the end already. Oh, wow. I feel like I'm watching Wicked. It feels like an altar to a Wicked Divine patron. Definitely not Amaterasu. It's a bit too yellow for her. Maybe Morrigan? No. Baphomet? Not really. One of the underground deities. And yes, I know it's ironic considering that it looks like we're up here instead of down there. Let's open. I think we'll just leave it at that. Ooh, trippy noises. But the 7th time. Yeah, I have no idea why this is suddenly turning into a horror novel. It must be the sounds. So what does this one say? Oh, actually no, it's not my screen that's the issue. It's the actual size of the images you're seeing, because wow, those details are actually pretty nice. And it feels like a girl, feels like a guy. I don't know, but quite functional gear. I'm not too sure what this story feels like. Wow, dead bodies. Not cryogenics, but yeah. Now how do I find a G-rated euphemism for the simple word that I'm thinking? Because the PG-13 version feels too immature, and the R-rated version feels too R-rated, and I am trying to keep this channel a PG-13 one at least. Let's see now. I'm also talking to fill up the gap in the space so that I don't get flagged for copyright violations again. It's actually quite annoying. 5 times. Yep. Anyone can see where that was coming. Eh? Am I supposed to go anywhere? No. Oh, there was an alarm there. Okay. Ah, I see. Oh, cool. 2 pots. Oh dang! I can only look. I can't go there. This is, yeah, I have no technique whatsoever right now, so yeah, deal with it. Oh wow. So you come out to this hot looking place. Damn it. One thing I do wish we had the ability to is to just stand on those pillars, on those smokestacks, because that would be actually quite cool. But no, we can't do that, so okay. Sounds like the beach nearby. Makes you wonder what kind of a vacation this is, isn't it? Oh wow, suddenly a random snowman that reminds me more of the worm from Dune. Well, of course I'm going to walk all the way here until you see it just there. Ah, what a perfect sight. Not really. But if you've been listening to Night Vale, looking at this moon actually reminds me of that dark planet where there is no sun, and where it shines, it seems to draw you in. And speaking of which, it sounds like Night Vale will be ending soon, which just makes me sad. This is really starting to sound like a bad pickup line, isn't it? Like a bad pickup story. And here I think we reached the end. yet. Let's see whether there's another writing session. No, that was the last one. Okay. Sunset. If you use the keyboard keys to try and select text, it'll actually select the entire thing. So I actually would recommend just using the arrow keys instead. Never shall I return so as you beg. The stories you have told me. With the bleeding eyes. Oops. Mangkok. Mangkok means bowl, but it's caught on as a swear word for some reason in Malaysia, so yeah, I usually say mangkuk when I would have used something else instead. This is the and there we go. Back to the world we go. Oh, I know what I'm gonna write here. Edit title. I know what I'm gonna write it. What's no, I forgot what I'm gonna title it. Okay. Yeah, as you can tell, I'm still thinking of the other prompt, but I'm using this instead to write it. It happens sometimes. So let me just read a preview. Verification. Sometimes you add the rest of the kind of hot. Yes. That's same dessert. 9 times you got in a taxi. Same one in fact. It was 2 times to enter the airport, the space pod. And the sea pod. It was a pod, I'm sure. But okay, no, let's start this from the beginning. Yeah, it feels very whimsical, very silly, and I'm glad because the last few ones have felt really quite filled with tension. So yeah, let's give this a quick read and wrap it up. 10 times we ate at the restaurant down the corner from our hotel. Each day a different meal, each time a different drink. But only on the last day did we share the same dessert. 9 times we got on a taxi, the same one in fact. All but 2 of those times to and fro the airport. Or was it the space pod? Or the sea pod? It was a pod, I'm sure. No, my darling, I haven't been drinking. 8 times the songstress sang for us. But the 7th time they stopped her and took away her eyes. 6 times we kissed in the pool. Sneakily each time. Blushing always. 5 times we made love in the sheets. 4 times in the elevator. Screwed? Never. Though the 3rd time we almost got caught. Almost is such a close term. So very close to getting caught, and they questioned us about it. Though never at the same time. 2 times, we hung outside the balcony. Not fearing getting caught, but for the sheer adrenaline of doing such a dangerous stunt. And finally, back to where we began. This haunted, dead world where only spirits roam and physical bodies do not exist. Not truly. Goodbye, my sweetness. Never shall I return, as you begged. Perhaps another traveler will write the stories you have told me, of the songstress with the bleeding eyes, and this world of untold warmth. Goodbye. And with that, thank you for watching, and see you again next time. And as is traditional, if you like it, subscribe to the channel. If you don't, dislike it, and let me know why in the comments. Have a good day, everyone. Bye.